You're watching the Isaiah Factor, Uncensored.
And welcome back to the second half hour of the Factor Uncensored. Prepared to take down a phone number in a second, so get ready for that. Well, there will soon be bus caravans from all over Texas heading to Austin this Wednesday. People are putting the fire under the feet of the Texas Commission of Environmental Quality. They want environmental racism addressed when it comes to communities of color. State Senator Borris Miles, who says rural communities are demanding answers as well, is inviting you to be heard in Austin this week. If you want to catch the bus, call Senator Borris Miles' office by midnight tonight. By midnight tonight at 713-665-8322.
Environmental racism is a systematic way of providing unhealthy conditions in communities, in this particular instance of color, communities, urban communities. But I want you to understand something. Surprisingly, some of my rural colleagues are having the same problem when it comes to TCEQ and the placement and the density matters in some of those rural areas of Texas as well. I've been on the phone with some of my Republican colleagues, my rural colleagues, and they're just as concerned that TCEQ is representing the right people in this particular case. Their mission statement for TCEQ is to protect our state's public health and natural resources consistent with sustainable economic development. It doesn't say sustainable economic development is their purpose, okay? It's just the other way around. You know, when I first became a House member, and one of my first issues that I took on was Southern Crushed Concrete. If you can't remember that far back, 16 years ago, along the 288 corridor, right there at 288 and 610. And we've been fighting TCEQ and some of these environmental companies since then. I've actually got a map in my office, my senatorial office, that was put together with the help of my staff and TCEQ staff, showing, putting dots on how many permits have been let out in Senate 13. And it was, to their surprise, to TCEQ's surprise, like I told them, we are carrying the burden of the entire Houston-Harris County area right here in Senate 13, which is a big district, yes. But if you look at the location of those facilities, they're all in communities of color. We carry the most for the state of Texas. And all I'm asking TCEQ is to be concerned with the health and welfare of the permits that they're letting go, and make sure that they're not there being part of the industry, but actually representing and protecting the citizens of the state of Texas, and particularly the urban areas and the communities of color across the state.
Now, Senator, we have heard about the problems with concrete batch plants all over the community. What kind of problems would that cause for an individual who lives near these areas long term?
It's going to be a problem of you inhaling the debris and the dust from these concrete crushing facilities and these batch plants. And Isaiah, I want to expound on the fact that it's so bad in some communities of color in my district that we actually have a two batch plants, one right across the street from each other. And when you start registering the cumulative factor, which doesn't happen with the issue of these permits, the cumulative factor of both of these plants going on at the same time, it increases the amount of inhalants that a person that lives in that community has to breathe in. And I don't have to go on to tell you, what's going on with the Union Pacific situation in the 5th Ward area. You and your station have done a great job in covering that issue. That's also included with the TCEQ.
Now that's where the creosote has been left behind.
That's where the creosote has been, yes, sir.
And what does that do to those who may be affected? I think many have said it could be a carcinogen. Some in the area have received cancer as a result.
There's been a result that there's a cancer cluster in that particular area. The water flow and how the water flows from that particular site leads into other areas surrounding that site. I've been fortunate just a year and a half ago that we worked with TCEQ, that they actually went back to Union Pacific and says, yes, there is a problem there, and you need to provide us with a cleanup plan immediately that's going to be sufficient for cleaning that area. That's after the long, hard, tedious work that we've done, my staff and I, in the community. And I've got to give credit to that Fifth Ward community for staying diligent and on top of these things, particularly Kathy Beefer Daniels and her family, who lives and grew up right there, along with some others in that community. But this is now back on the radar. I'm happy to say that the mayor is involved, our county judge and the county officials are now involved. And we were able to get TCEQ to tell Union Pacific, yes, there's a problem, okay? And you guys need to come up with an emergency cleanup plan immediately.
Now, you have a bus trip from Houston to Austin, June 22nd. For those who are interested, is the bus full now, and can they just drive there themselves if they want to take part in these hearings with TCEQ, which is the Environmental Quality Agency for the state of Texas?
Well, we actually have 3 buses leaving the Houston area going up, one being provided by County Commissioner Adrian Garcia, one being provided by a environmental agency and advocate group, the Sierra Texas, Sierra Club of Texas, and one being provided by my office. I can tell you that the one being provided by my office is full. We have until about 6 o'clock this evening. If we get enough calls, we will rush to secure another bus if needed. People are also driving in. If we get people who want to be on that bus, please feel free to call our office at 713-665-8322. Isaiah, and I want the listeners to understand, this is not a Houston, Texas problem. This is not a Democratic problem. This is not a Black and brown problem only. This is a citizens of Texas health issue, okay? We've been in contact with my colleagues across the state. They are responding as well. I don't know exactly how many buses we have coming in from across the state, but we do know that we have people who are going to be driving in from all across the state of Texas as far as El Paso. If you want to speak on the hearing on Wednesday, you have to be present in the Capitol, in the Senate Finance Extension hearing room by 11 o'clock on that morning. I've been in conversation with the chairman, Chairman Schwartner, and I want him to understand that the people of Texas's voices wants to be heard. This opportunity only comes around once every 12 years that we have these committees and these agencies under sunset. So we won't get another opportunity like this for another 12 years, unless the bill that I plan on filing next session, one of the bills we're going to be planning on filing next session is to start putting TCEQ under sunset every 6 years, so that we have a shorter time to judge and evaluate their existence and how they are operating for the people of the state of Texas. This is a serious matter. You know, the air that we breathe, the water that we drink is important to the safety and healthiness of the citizens of the state of Texas. And now's the time to address it, because again, unless I can get that bill passed come this January, we won't have this opportunity again for another 12 years.
All right, State Senator Borris Miles, thank you for your time and thank you for joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight.